Greetings Formula 1 fans, it's an exciting time as we return with our 2023 Formula 1 livery reviews. Today we're reviewing two cars, the MCL60, McLaren's 2023 car celebrating the iconic brand's birthday, and the AMR23, Aston Martin's newest car for this year. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it. McLaren. McLaren's 2023 car boasts a very similar livery to the MCL36. The color scheme is very similar to their 2022 car, featuring lots of black, orange, and blue. The most striking difference between the two liveries is the use of blue, a color that slowly disappeared last year due to weight savings, which became a very prominent thing on the grid. It features a surprisingly high number of sponsors that were on the car last year. Brands like Chrome, DeWalt, and Richard Mille are all still on the car. It displays the visible difference between the management of Zach Brown, somebody who prefers more small sponsors, to then Ron Dennis, a man who very much preferred fewer, more reputable sponsors. The sidepod takes much inspiration from the RB18, with an almost shelf-like appearance and cutting the air down to the floor. To put it simply, the MCL60 is a very similar car to its predecessor. With the departure of Daniel Ricciardo comes Oscar Piastri, a driver who you no doubt will know. He took part in a scandal during last year's summer break, when Alpine had mistakenly said that they had signed the contract for him last year, where McLaren had actually signed him. Andrea Seidel, the team boss last year, has moved to Alfa Romeo, and will be replaced by Andrea Stella, a top executive of the team. We cannot be sure how well they will perform next year, since so far most livery launches have shared very similar concepts. Aston Martin. Aston Martin have similarly used a very consistent livery this year. Of course, this livery displays a little less green and more carbon fiber, but compared to other car launches so far, there is much more paint on the car. There has also been a slight reduction of the bright green on the car, reduced to just one simple line going across it. Compared to the car late last season, there's slightly less pop. The car itself used in the launch was a real car. It displays, like the McLaren, a shelf-like sidepod, with more of an aerodynamic nose cone. The best way I can describe it is as the 2021 Ferrari nose cone. It is already visible that the team are building their heritage. Similar to Ferrari comes the British racing green of Aston Martin. But the team has so much to look for, as they received two-time world champion coming from Alpine, a revived Fernando Alonso, who seems to be willing to do whatever he can to get the best results possible. And with his multi-year contract signed, they can be sure to work together well for the next 2 years. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you had a blast watching and learned something new. We apologize that this video is slightly rushed because there are many liveries coming out. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like and subscribe, and don't miss out on the Ferrari launch, which is coming out later this week.